What's good, everybody? Happy Sunday. I hope everybody's having a good day today, y'all. My day is going good. I can't complain. Listen, we are here today to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. These are my girls, okay? These are my girls. We are here to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 15, episode 11, and the name of the episode is called The Price of Divorce, okay? I thought that it was a okay episode. You know, it was okay. It was okay. It was an okay episode. Okay, so what's going to happen from here on forward? I'm going to be doing a lot of my reviews live now, and you could expect the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reviews to be done either probably Friday or no later than Saturday. Okay, but most likely, from the way that my schedule is working out, you could expect a Real Housewives of Beverly Hills review from me on going forward on a Friday, because you know it's a lot. Well, I'm done with Traders, so Traders is done, and that was taking up a lot of my time. But then Traders is doing 2, sometimes 3 episodes a day. You get, I mean, yeah, a weekend. You know, it was hard for me to keep up with. But now we should be back to our regularly scheduled program, and then you know we'll see if I pick up any more shows. But you know, I really like to do a lot of hot topics videos and being over on Patreon a lot, and so you know we'll do it, okay? But again, we're here today to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 15, episode 11, and the name of the episode is called The Price of Divorce, okay? Now, it was some things that I saw in the episode that we just gonna really have to talk about, and if I get done in a good time frame, I'm gonna drop the link and then we can come up here and we can chop it up, okay? But before we get started, let's see who all in here, and then we gonna talk, okay? I'm Enlightened MB Soul. What's good? Wizard, what's good? True and Blue, what's good? We finally get a Beverly Hills. We get out Beverly Hills review. We do. I was told y'all I was coming. It just took me some time. Listen, I've been waiting for y'all at the door. I've been up all day. I had already took the notes and stuff for everything that for me, I had already took the notes for it. I was just waiting for some of y'all to get up. Okay? Goddess, what's good? Burrow, what's good? Lady Virgo, what's good? Mary Jane's baby, what's good? C. Patterson, what's good? Tanya, Rosie, Posey, what's good? So happy you came down here today. No problem. Rob J. The City, what's good? Arpo Reed, Reed, girl. You know better than that, Dorit. Dorit, you know better than that. You know better than that. But you know, she wasn't the first. She wasn't the first. And Elisa did go through Rob J. Right? Okay? 2 peas in the bucket. What's good? Desiree, what's good? Father Soho, what's good? She learned from Garcia. And let the record show that I didn't bring up the quitter. I didn't bring up the girl who originally raised her paddle and couldn't pay. And didn't pay. And tried to make it a Black Power thing. Okay? That wasn't me. Okay? Jamaica Sweet, what's good? Islana, what's good? Dina, what's good? Kay Sorrera, what's good? Ash Apple Charm. Kimmy Nicole, what's good? Dorit had that bread to pay for her stuff. Girl, Dorit had to move some stuff around. I had a friend who used to do stuff like that. Every time we used to go out eating stuff, she could never pay right then. I'm gonna have to move some stuff around. And I had to tell her one time, can you move it around? Can you move it around before we go? Yeah. Can you move some stuff around before we go? I used to hang with some biscuits, y'all. Listen, I'm telling you, baby. I used to hang with some biscuits. You know, and I'm real understanding. But girl, can you move it around? It ain't no such thing as every time we get together, we go eat somewhere, you gotta move around. It was a feeling. I'm tired of them being in 2 different locations. It's time for them to come back to Beverly Hills. But this is the last time. I hope you give it to Dorit like we give it to her. Well, Islana, I'm gonna give it to her, but the truth of the matter is Garcelle raised her paddle and she didn't pay. So, you know, I can't give it to her. Thank you for the update, because I will always listen. Because Aperture, what's good? Not your twins, mama. Rita, what's good? Mimi, what's good? Gigi, what's good? Tahiti's mom, what's good? Maria Pitts, what's good? Johnny's Angel, what's good? Cancer, what's good? Bio D, what's good? Diva, what's good, Diva? Diva, I had to. You thank you so much for posting a picture of I was looking for pictures of Rachel's mom, and when I put in Rachel's mom in the search engine, it was your Instagram popped up. I mean, your Twitter popped up of the picture of Rachel mom, or should we say Rachel Dolezal mama? I don't know. She was kind of giving like she gave me that she was a sister. She gave me that she was a sister. Tanya H29, thank you for the super chat. She said, happy Sunday. Good boy, love hearing that you will be giving more live up there. Yes, okay. So y'all, let's go ahead and get started, okay? We are here today to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 15, episode 11, and the name of the episode is called The Price of Divorce, okay? So the episode started off with the girls. They're still in the Hamptons with Rachel Zoe, okay? They're still in the Hamptons. And when I say the girls, I mean Kyle and Dorit, okay? Now, Dorit was FaceTiming with Phoenix. And Phoenix is going to be expensive like Dorit. Hopefully, she could pay for it. But she's going to be expensive like Dorit because she's asking Dorit, did they fly commercial or did they fly private? Right? Did they fly commercial? Did they fly private? And so she told her, we flew commercial, okay? And so PK has the kids while Dorit is in New York. And it seems like everything is amicable, right? Because the camera had panned over to PK, and when the camera panned over to PK, Dorit had waved, and he waved back, and they began to talk about Phoenix and her sleeping schedule, right? My mama and daddy, baby, let me tell you, if I would have did that with my mama or in my daddy house and waved the camera, in my mama at the house, baby, my mama would have been like, don't be showing all up in my house like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't be showing him all up in my house like that. Or my mama and my daddy didn't even know what inside of each other. Well, my mama knew what the inside of my daddy's house looked like because when his grandfather died, the repast was at his house. And so I think that was my mom's first time actually going inside his house. You get what I'm saying? But other than that, all of this stuff that y'all be doing with y'all kids, and I got to go to the house and I got to see if it's childproof and stuff, girl. When you ready for the man to come and get the kids, girl, you just let him come and get the kids. The kids will tell you if everything ain't up to par. The kids will tell you if everything ain't up to par. You get what I'm saying? If everything ain't up to standard. If we all sleeping in a bed, you know what I'm saying? If shit ain't right, the kids will let you know. Y'all just want to go over there and see what's going on. Because that's what Dorit was trying to do last season. Well, I want to go to the house and see, is it okay? Girl, you trying to go see what's going on over there. You trying to go find earrings and pantyhose in the couch and stuff like that. That's what you're trying to do. But now that you've seen him over there kissing the girl, now you know it's over with, and so you can take it, and you don't really care about seeing the house. You want them to just pick up the kids, okay? So Dorit, Kyle, and Rachel went shopping, okay? They go shopping, and at the first store they went to, now it could be me, okay? At the first store they went to, it really wasn't even a name brand store. It wasn't Gucci, it wasn't Prada, it wasn't Louis, it was none of that. The first store they went to, Dorit damn near bought up the whole store. She damn near bought up the whole store, okay? She said that she has been hustling and her spending habits have changed, but she is spending responsibly, okay? What I think happened is that stylist came out last year. Y'all remember that stylist came out last year and said that he wasn't paid. Remember? He said that he hadn't been paid by Dorit. And she was asking him to send in statements and stuff of him not being paid. And then there was the same stylist that Tracy Tudor, the girl from LA, $1 Million List in LA, right? She came out and she had talked about it too. If I remember correctly, I believe Tracy had talked about it over on Watch What Happens Live. But I remember Dorit addressing it on Watch What Happens Live. But I believe Tracy talked about it on Watch What Happens Live and how, the stylist didn't get paid. And so I feel like Dorit now, she's trying to overcompensate, right? She's trying to overcompensate. And baby, let's be clear. This new money that Dorit has gotten that she's spending is the advance for her book. It's the advancement that she got from her book. Okay? And so she's overcompensating for her looking like that she's been struggling, right? And if you're struggling, baby, it's okay. My thing is, it's much easier to say, look, I'm struggling. It's hard right now. My man left me. I'm trying to figure it all out. Just go ahead and say that you've been struggling, baby, so you don't have to keep up appearances. But to be sitting up here to try to keep up the girl, if you ain't, listen, we understand. Who you trying to impress? Okay? But Dorit is in the store acting like she ain't been nowhere before. Really, Dorit? The first store? You had to spend girl, listen, I'm sure she spent up the whole book advance, or she tried to, okay? Now, Rachel is new. Rachel, what you did, you almost got fired. But the camera crew saved you, okay? So what happened was Kyle went next door to the jewelry store. She loves jewelry. So she went to the jewelry store, and Dorit was taking a while because she was literally trying on everything in there. She was trying to do Mommy and Me with Phoenix and stuff or whatever. So she really trying on everything. And so Rachel was like, look, girl, I'm only getting one thing, whatever. Let me go over here to the store next door with Carl. But no, Rachel, you supposed to stay there to make sure that everything's go through. And when I say everything go through, baby, I'm talking about the transactions. We want to make sure, we have to be sure that all of the transactions go through. Okay. So she goes next door with Kyle, and she tell Kyle as soon as she go in there, Dorit just bought up half of the store. Well, she tried to. Okay. Baby, it was time for Dorit to pay. And the total was $4,589.50. Okay. And she swiped her card, and the woman said, that one didn't go through. Do you have another form of payment? That one didn't go through. Do you have another form of payment? Do you have another one?
Oh my God.
Okay. And Dorit was up there standing at the register. It looked like she said, Mamma Mia Pizzeria. I don't know what she was over there saying. She started speaking. I don't know what she was saying, baby. They said, baby, it didn't go through. We're going to need another card. And she's standing up there talking about, I didn't get the code. I didn't get this. I didn't get that. Girl, did you got it or not? And my thing is, you ain't, listen, if my thing is this, Dorit, and this is how I feel in my head. Let me give you, some lessons one-on-one. How Uncle Clifford had, rule one-on-one. To me, let me give you my lessons one-on-one. If you ain't got it on another card, baby, you don't got it to be spending. If you ain't got $5,000 to clear it on at least 2 cards, if one card was declined and you can't swipe another one, then you ain't got it to spend, mama. You ain't got it to spend if you wait for the whole $5,000 to come off this one card. You ain't got it. You should have been like, are you sure? Here go another one. But then you standing up there and you got to contact the bank, and I'm not getting the zip code, and they ain't sending me the code and stuff like that. You ain't got it to spend, mama. You ain't got it to spend it. She said at that time she got to contact her bank, okay? So Kyle and Rachel are next door saying they waiting on Dorit, and we're on Dorit's time. Now, every other time Dorit was late, it was her fault, but this time, it ain't her fault, baby. The payment was declined. Okay? And so Dorit is saying that it was a fraud alert. Listen, Dorit, I'm going to let you make it this time because it happened to me before. It has happened to me before, But at this point in the game, Dorit, they should have something else at the on the card reader that says something else instead of saying that it ain't going through, because that is embarrassing. But for Dorit, I would give you grace. Dorit, if you was Amanda, but you ain't no newbie. You're not an OG. You haven't been here since day one, girl. But you've been on this show for what? I believe 9 or 10 seasons at this point. You should know when you go out of town on camera that you need to call and let your bank know, because that's what we watch the Beverly Hills girls for. It's for their shopping. I mean, before Garcelle came on the show. Before Garcelle got on the show, but that's what we like to see with the Beverly Hills girls. Y'all are the money girls. Y'all are the diamond girls. We like to see y'all shop till you drop, right? And so if regular folk know that when we go out of town, you get what I'm saying? If I'm going out of town, I'm not on your level. If I'm going out of town, we going to Chili's. You get what I'm saying? If I go, and I gotta let them know if we go to Chili's or whatever, because my friends like to do stupid shit. I don't be want to participate, but I can't be. My friends like to do stupid shit like this, where they like to mix the debit cards up on the table or whatever, and have the people pick the card to pick, and I be sitting up there praying, and I'm saying, and I'm praying it to go through on my. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll do some shit like. And I'll be like, well, shit, y'all should have let me know that we was doing all that before we got the ordering. Because y'all don't order. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Y'all should have let me know that we was doing all this before we got the ordering. Thank you for the super chat, Miss Tree. She said, boy, cards get declined, Ned, all the time when you're out of town. I'm always nervous about it happening when I travel. But you got to let them know, Miss Trees. You got to let them know before you get to traveling. You got to let them know before you start traveling. You got to let them know before you travel. You got to call the bank and say, I'm going out of town. Because I know one thing, and I know it do it all the time, but it didn't do it to Rachel. It didn't happen to Rachel. It didn't happen to Rachel. It didn't happen with Kyle. Okay? So then we get back to Dorit's friends, Rachel's friend's house. We get back to Rachel's friend's house, because remember, while they're staying in the Hamptons, they're going to be staying at Rachel's friend's house. Okay? And so Kyle gets a FaceTime call from Boz. And she says in the confessional something to the effect of, something to the sense of she appreciates Boz wanting to get to know her on the real level like she did Dorit. But the whole conversation that Boz and Kyle had was about Dorit. The whole conversation was about Dorit. The whole conversation. Okay? And it just confirms to me what I've been telling y'all all season long. Dorit is Kyle's storyline. Dorit is Kyle's storyline. Okay? Kyle shared that Dorit was late to the airport, and when they got there, she didn't have her passport, nor did she have her real ID. Not her real ID. She doesn't have a real ID. And now that I remember probably in 2018, I had to go and renew my license, and they were saying that the real ID was coming out soon, that you needed to get the real ID. And when I went to the airport recently, if you don't got no real ID, they make you stand to a whole other line. If you cutting it close before you get to your flight, and you don't got no real ID, you need to go at least 30 to 45 minutes earlier, because they are really pulling people to the side if you don't got no real ID. And so I have two IDs in my and one of them is a real ID, but they will pull you to the side if you don't have no real ID. So y'all need to really get that real ID if you plan on traveling. So they said that she didn't have her passport or no real ID. Baby, are we sure that this is even Dorit? We got a fraud alert on the phone. She ain't got no passport. She ain't got no ID. What's going on? Is this even Dorit? What is going on? What is going on? Garcelle is the richest Beverly Hills girl. Jean, you don't believe that. Jean, get on up out of here, Jean. You know that ain't true. She couldn't even clip $5,000. She couldn't even clip $5,000. Okay? Kyle says that she can't put her finger on it, but she seems to be manic, or she seems to have these manic episodes, and she doesn't know if it's manic episodes or if it's even OCD.
Are you really that disgusting?
Are you really that disgusting, Kyle, that you're standing in here? I can't believe that Dorit is... Listen, if I'm Dorit, I am upset that they are having this conversation about me on this phone. If you want to get to know Boz, when y'all call each other, talk about me a little bit. Maybe y'all could even talk about my card declining if you was there in the room. You get what I'm saying? But to be having these conversations about me and my well-being and my mental health, I am offended. I am offended. Go talk about that cradle that you was robbing over there with Morgan. That 27-year-old girl that you got over there with Morgan. Your two oldest daughters is older than Morgan. And you sitting up here, and you was over here with your face and Karen, in this girl's crotch, or her face and yours, and you got two daughters older than her. But you worried about me and my manic episodes? Kyle, really has some nerve. And Boz, I don't think that Dorit, I'm gonna be, I'm tempted to see if she's gonna eat Boz up, but Boz, I don't appreciate you either. Because you basically confirmed that it was my book advance, the money that I'm in here spending. Okay? Boz said, while Kyle is so worried about what Dorit is saying about PK, she also needs to be careful about what she's saying about Dorit, because it can hurt Dorit in her divorce process. Right? And I agree with Boz, but I could be wrong. But something tells me that PK don't give a damn about what Dorit's mental state is. He is never going to get full custody of them kids. That's just me. But something about PK tells me I don't give a damn how many marbles Dorit got in her head. I'm never going to get full custody of those kids. I'm going to see them kids when I want to. When I feel like it. That's what he gives me. That's what he gives me. Okay? Now, speaking of PK, check this out. Check this out, chick. Okay? Now, I'm guessing, I watched the after show too. Okay? Now, check this out. On the after show, Dorit said that she had posted a picture of her. Is it called a mini Kelly? A mini Kelly? the baby Birkin that she got, right? When she first did the book deal, remember she bought the little white Millie, I believe it's called a Mini Kellen, the Birkin bag. She said that when she posted the picture of the Birkin bag, PK replied in her comments and said, "Oh, the woman who got a Birkin, it was never the same." The woman who got a Birkin, it was never the same. Which is why Kyle needs to stay out of people's business, right? Because I don't see Kyle over there checking PK about what he's saying online about Dorit, right? I don't see Kyle going over there checking PK about what he's saying on Dorit. And if she does, we didn't see it. And if we didn't see it, it didn't happen. So the next time Dorit say anything about PK, Kyle, what I need you to do...
Zip it, bitch! Zip it! You're dead in my book.
Zip it, bitch. Zip it. I want you to call PK up and I want you to film with him and I want you to pull out your phone and tell PK you don't need to be saying this stuff about Dorit online. What about the kids? I don't think it's wise. So PK can say what he want to say and you ain't saying nothing. And you ain't saying nothing. You got to stay out of people's business. You got to stay out of people's business. They were married. They said, I do without you being there, and they could fight and get divorced without you being there and without you having to say so. Okay? Now, also in the after show, you know, they got two parts of the after show for the first part of the season and the second half of the season. And so we've reached the halfway mark of the season. And so Dorit is starting to look more like her old self again. Not her dressing. She still looks a little cheap, right? But her face, the fillers and stuff, the stuff that she used to have in her face, she's starting to get those again. So she's starting to look like her old self again. And I really wonder how much money was her advance, though. Because I'm not trying to be funny. I like Dorit. I feel like she was an it girl. But, you know, I just don't see people running to the bookshelf to go get Dorit's book. I'm not trying to be funny. You get what I'm saying? I just don't see people. Maybe she could write a book on, you know, from what y'all tell her how to plan a robbery and not get caught. And maybe Dr. Wendy and Eddie could read it. But other than that, I just don't see people, you know, flying to Barnes and Nobles to try to go get Dorit's book. Like, I don't think that I could be wrong, but I don't think that nobody is really interested in that. Right? Okay. Next, we got Sutton. Baby. Okay. Now, earlier this season, Sutton said that she always thought that she could get Christian back whenever she wanted to, until he wanted to get the marriage annulled. And then remember, like 2 or 3 episodes ago, she had called Porter and told her that her last name is not going to be Strack anymore. It's going to be Brown. And she was like, how do you feel about that? You know, I'm always going to be your mom. And I was like, Sutton, that's kind of weird. That's kind of weird that you would think that. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's more to the story. Okay? Baby, now we found out that Christian is about to get married to one of Sutton's friends.
You a motherfucking liar. You knew that?
You a motherfucking liar. You a guy, baby, when I tell you my jaw was on the floor, Christian is getting ready to marry one of Sutton's friends. Baby. And this is why you never tell people. Baby, this is why, and Sutton is the main person why you never tell people shit. You can't trust people. This is why you stay out of people's business, okay? Sutton said, I'm mixing up the show and the after show together, okay? So Sutton said that her son, James, is the one who told her that Christian was messing around with her friend, right? And he said, Mom, I'm telling you this in confidence. Please don't tell Daddy, right? And she said it wasn't until she got the first annulment letter that she told Christian it's something he needs to tell her. Bitch, you supposed to act like you don't know nothing. What you mean you told him it's something that you need to tell him, that he need to tell you? And most importantly, you don't need to be telling him anything, especially on national TV, telling the world that you know. And most importantly, that I told you, because even if Christian doesn't watch the show, I'm sure the friend does, right? And I'm sure if she does watch the show, she's going to tell Christian. And now I'm left out the motherfucking wheel. Now I'm left out the motherfucking wheel. You don't got your $300,000 a month. But now this nigga done put me out the wheel because I done went back there. It's like I'm betraying him and I'm putting you above him. And I do. But we ain't got to let this nigga know it. You get what I'm saying? That's why you stay out of people's business. You can't even trust your mama. You can't even trust your mama. You can't trust your mama. And the truth is, when it comes to people's feelings and their emotions, they just can't help it, right? I'm sure she didn't mean to throw James under the bus. But, you know, when your emotions and stuff getting involved, you just are not thinking clearly. You get what I'm saying? And so you just got to stay out of people's shit, even family, okay? So Sutton said that when she got a divorce from Christian, that the woman and her husband used to travel on vacation with Christian, and the woman used to travel on vacation with Christian and her kids. So it was the Sutton's friend and her husband with their kids, and then Christian with Sutton's kids. The only person that wasn't there was Sutton.
What kind of bullshit is that?
What kind of freaky ass shit they got going on over here? Okay? And she said her and the woman was so close to where the woman would ask her about what was going on in her divorce. They were so close, the woman was asking her that was going on with her divorce, okay? She said that she never confronted the woman because what's the point at this point? Girl, I would have stomped that hoe. I would have stomped that hoe, and I would have kicked Christian dick in the dirt. I would have. And it's not about fighting over an ex, right? But if the ex was a friend of mine and slept with my man or a family member of mine, right? I would feel betrayed. And it's just messy because now James is uncomfortable with the whole situation, right? And she said that James opted out of spending Christmas with them on the family vacation. So he stayed for the Christmas trip. He just stayed with Sutton. He didn't go on the trip with them. You get what I'm saying? So you asking me about my divorce and stuff like that. It's baby, listen, it is the betrayal. And the thing is, it's clear Sutton watches what she says about Christian because she believes that he is powerful and he has the money, because clearly Christian don't give a fuck and he's going to do what he wants to do. You get what I'm saying? He didn't care about the kids when he started fucking mommy's friend. So stop with the kids shit. Fuck them kids. Christian said fuck them kids. Okay? Jennifer Tilly, though, before we move on, Jennifer, Sutton, I feel bad for you. And on the after show, Sutton said the girl's name. Jennifer Tilly, baby, if I found out the woman is black, I'm on your head. I'm on your head because Jennifer called the woman a hoochie mama. So it's giving me that the woman may be black. The woman may be black because she said, you know, Miss Hoochie Mama. I said, oh, wow. Jennifer, I'm on your head. Today, March 1st, today, Black History Month. I'm on your head, baby. She said, yes, baby. Am I lying? I'm not lying. She did. She said, yeah, she's a hoochie mama. And Sutton said she's not a hoochie mama. She's a mother. I say, wow. She did say that. Are y'all not watching the show? Yes, baby. She said that, baby. I believe with these shows, I'm telling you with these shows, I think they be showing some of y'all some stuff and be showing some of us another thing. Okay? Thank you for the super chat, Q. He say, I knew it, I motherfucking knew it. The only reason why he wanted the last name back, but the friend, my God, right? But the friend, my God, no way. Did you say the after show? No, she said, Jennifer Tilly said Hoochie Mama on the show. And Sutton said she's not a Hoochie Mama, she's a mother. She's not a Hoochie Mother, she's not a Hoochie Mama, she's a mother. And so we got Sutton over here taking up for the girl.
I'm going to call her what she is. She's a whore, she's a slut, she's a tart, she's a mole, she's a fucking embarrassment.
She's a fucking embarrassment. Okay? Yes. Did she? She did. Jennifer Tilly said that she was a hoochie mama on the show. Yes, she did. Go back and look. I'm telling y'all, I wouldn't lie. We need someone to find out. Y'all, we got to. Because Jennifer, I'm on your head. Okay? I don't think that Christian is with the swirl, though. You never know, though. But, I don't know. Oh, Sutton, girl, that's girl, to have egg on. Sutton said that I thought that I could have this man back if I wanted him back. Oh, baby, please. You better, and see, Sutton, that's what you get for telling me. You was around there, you probably was around there bragging at the stuff that Christian had, all of the money Christian got. We know that you getting $300,000 a month in alimony. You get what I'm saying? And he powerful and he got all this stuff around here. You probably was bragging at that woman and going through your divorce. See, the woman was asking you about the divorce, and then we found out that you own baseball teams and all kind of shit. You get what I'm saying? And the woman said, well, let me go over here and see what I can get. Let's go over here and see what I can get. We need more to this story. Okay? Then we got Erika Jane. Let me see. Oh, Erika, girl. Okay? Erika got a meeting with her therapist. Okay? Erika says that people keep saying, what's the worst that can happen? And she feels like that she's in the worst that can happen. Okay? The therapist says that this is the worst that can happen for Tom, but it's not for Erika because she's here now. Baby, the only thing that can happen worse for Erika is death. Tom is not even dead. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, listen, the therapist, she'll have me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Look, this nigga done stole this money, left me holding the bag, everybody dragging me to court thinking I got the money. You get what I'm saying? They trying to take the money that I'm working for now, right? I got with a nigga and this nigga started beating on me. How much can a bitch take? And so she's like, I'm tired, girl. I'm tired for you. I'm tired for you. And so she opened up with the therapist and told her that she shared with Denise that she was in an abusive relationship. And then she asked, am I making the right decision? Did I make the right decision by leaving the man? And I really want to know why. I really want to know, did that man have money for her to ask that question? Right? Did the man have money for her to ask that question? Did I make the right decision by leaving? That is the only reason why I could see her asking that question. It's because he had money. And she probably thought that he was going to help her out of the financial situation that she was in. Okay? We found out on the after show that Kyle and Dorit both knew that she was in an abusive relationship, and she said that she was grateful that they never shared it with anybody or said anything about it on camera. Okay, she said that she hopes that she doesn't regret sharing it because she thinks that people online will feel like that she deserves it. And the truth of the matter is, I saw people online saying that she did deserve it. I saw people for real. They did. They said that the people online said that she deserved it. And I think that's why she didn't call the police, right? She said that she didn't call the police because she said that she knew if she did, it would become bigger. It would have been bigger. And she said that she didn't plan on sharing it with Denise. But, when Denise was talking about it, she just, in the moment, just shared it. Okay? Thank you for the super chat, Q. He said she was a friend of mine. She left with my man. She lied, cheated, took all I had. She used what she knew and left me confused. They even got my kids over there calling them out. Please. Girl, please. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I would have told Christian, you can go on and you can get married. You won't marry her over my dead body. Okay? Thank you for the super chat, Desiree. She said, yeah, you brought back the pictures. Yeah, I did. Thank you for the super chat, Desiree. And thank you for noticing. Twin Blue, thank you for the super chat. She said, I can't believe Erika let a man put hands on her. You never know, True Blue. You never know. You never know. I could understand her probably feeling low in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's suing her. She ain't got no more money no more. You get what I'm saying? Feeling low in the moment. And the man probably had money and she probably needed a certain lifestyle. I can also understand her being a social, being a reality star and not calling the police because first of all, her son is a police officer. The embarrassment of that, and then it getting bigger than what it has to be. I can understand. I kind of feel bad for her. Okay. The therapist said something to her. She said there's a secret of life. People imagine in a moment where the bills are paid, the laundry is folded and in the drawers, there's no stress, and they have gotten over to the other side of everything where there's no bad news, but that doesn't exist, right? It doesn't exist. And that's true. I think that's true, right? Even if you don't have the problems, your spouse will. Your children will, right? Your parents will, people you love will, and somehow it will affect you, right? And so you just have to embrace it. Listen, I mean, I'm being honest with you. It's been a minute since I fold. Now I do laundry. I do laundry a lot, but it's been a minute since I fold all my clothes and put them in the drawers. It's been a minute. My clothes, and I'm just being honest with you. I put the clothes in. I wash the clothes. I put them in the basket. And when I need something out the basket, I just throw the clothes on my bed, pick out what I need, and put them back in the bed. You know what I'm saying? And put them back in the basket. You get what I'm saying? But I do know that to be true. There will never be, life have ebbs and flows. And I know that to be true. But I will be lying to you if I'm telling you probably twice a week I'm not knocked out by life. I'll just be falling on the floor like, I could be a little dramatic. But I could just be, I'll just fall out. But I'm learning to, you watching, no, we're not your twins, mama, good for you. Good for you. But I'm not folding them. Husband will hide when they are going through financial issues to not stress everyone out. I saw something the other day on Twitter. I believe it was on Twitter. It was somebody that shared a TikTok. It was a man who had a woman. I think that he was 40. She was 31. They had 5 kids. And I believe they said that he lost his job and he couldn't pay the mortgage or something. And he unalived himself, all 5 of the kids, and the wife. Himself, all 5 kids, and the wife. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to take yourself out, take yourself out. But baby, take yourself out. Let her get the insurance policy and raise the kids. Why did you have to take her and the kids? If you want to go, you make the decision for you. Right? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just being real. If you want to be funny, you make the decision for you. But to take me out with the kids? No, sir. Let her get the insurance money to pay the mortgage. Shit. Don't take me out. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. Okay? So then we get over there. Shout out to Diva. I got this picture from Diva. Okay? We get over here and we see Rachel's parents. Okay? We meet Rachel's parents, and remember her sister is in New York as well. And so we ended up seeing her niece and her nephew. Okay? Her parents are still married. And it's so wild that Rachel's parents, that's always, kind of wild to me. That you have parents that have these successful marriages and their children get into these relationships and their marriages aren't successful, okay? But her parents are still married, but her and her sister are not. Rachel's mother was fly back in the day, okay? And I was looking at pictures of her, and it had me thinking that she probably had a little black in her. And it was this picture here, but it was another picture. She had like an afro. She looked like she had a fro in her head or whatever. I'm like, okay, baby, what's going on over here? What's going on over here? Okay. Kyle says that she feels like Rachel is blessed to have both of her parents, and she wishes that she can call her mom right about now with the problems that she's having with Mauricio. And life is just so unfair like that, right? I'm so blessed to be 37 years old and still have both of my parents. My dad was well into his 50s before he lost one parent. His dad is still alive. My mother lost her first parent at 16. And she lost her second parent before she even turned 40. And so, it's just so, life is just so different like that for all kind of people. But it kind of made me feel bad for Kyle when she said that. Okay? Dorit is late to meet Rachel's parents. And Dorit, I'm sorry, baby, I just can't deal with it. I can't. And I have to agree with Kyle. I think it's rude that Rachel's parents drove all the way down there to where they were at the house, and you wasn't downstairs ready to meet them. That you was late to come downstairs to meet them. Okay? Rachel's parents sees her ex-husband as a son. Okay? They was together for 34 years. Okay? Her mother said that, she said that his behavior has changed, and her mom says that's life, but he's not a bad person. And in the confessional, Rachel broke down. And it seems that man really hurt her. He really hurt her. He really hurt her. Dorita's always running late, nothing new. But she used to be running fashionably late, but it ain't even fashionably late no more. Y'all notice none of the clothes that she bought in that store, did she wear downstairs? She probably be taking that shit back. Rachel mama was foxy. Yeah, she was foxy. Yeah, Rachel mama was mixed. I'm surprised you saying that, Callie. They are rich Long Island Jew. He was a very strange man. Okay, no, I didn't watch the Rachel Zoe project. I've never heard of Rachel Zoe before she appeared on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Okay, then we get Boz, child. Then we get Boz, and so. I'm really not interested in Bo's storyline at all. At all.
I have no interest in this bull, and I mean it. Do not come to me with it.
Do not come to me with it. It's the same thing I said about Kay, right? Last season was Boz's first season on the show, right? So we didn't know you, okay? Then you come bring this no-name nigga over here. You get what I'm saying? We don't know him. Every time he appear on the episode, he tagging Real Housewives of Beverly Hills on it on Instagram. You get what I'm saying? Every time we, he responding to stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see it. I don't think he's genuine. I think that he's thirsty, and I'm just not here for it at all. At all. Then you telling us that you about to get that y'all about to get married, and we supposed to cheer this on? Because it's quote unquote black love, girl. I get it. No. It's just, I feel like it's happening too fast. And I just don't believe this. I feel like you're trying to shove it down our throat. And I feel so bad for Lael because you're shoving it down her throat. Okay? To me, Boz is coming off. She's not coming off like the boss that I thought that she was. She's coming off like a pygmy for real. And for this man to be so ready to call Lael his daughter, it makes me cringe. It makes me cringe. And I feel like that Boz feels like that since Peter died. Peter is her husband that passed away. That she needs to hurry up and find. Baby Lael is 16 years old. She was 4 years old when Peter died. She ain't. I mean, whatever she missed, she's not about to catch it up in these last 2 years. Exactly, especially with Keely. It's making me cringe. Okay, Boz says that her what ifs is that if she can't have a baby for Keely, what does that mean? And he's saying that he still want to marry her. I don't believe it. Okay. Now he said that he's worried about if he's not able to work. And I feel like that he wanted her to break down crying like Candy did with Todd. Remember when Todd was getting ready to act like, I don't believe Todd had nothing in that suitcase, but he acted like he was about to go work. And she was like, you don't have to go. You can stay here with me. Stay here with me. But I don't want you to feel like that you ain't got to go. If you want to go, then go. But don't stay here. Y'all remember that? She didn't want him to go to work. I got enough money. I can pay for you, Daddy. And I'm wondering why he even asked her that question. Y'all make the weirdest comparison. I'm making the weirdest comparison. Todd didn't want to work. And Keely is asking about what if he's not able to work? I didn't see Keely give Lael no new car. That was Boz giving her the car. He wasn't even there. So it's not like he's providing for her now. So why will he say, if I'm not able to provide, if you don't plan on quitting your job? Well, I'm not, worried about my businesses and stuff right now. If he was Boz's equal, if he was up 30 million like Boz, he wouldn't have to ask a question like that. If he was Boz's equal, he wouldn't have to ask a question like that because even if he wasn't working anymore, he's still up 30 M's. And he will still be able to provide. Okay? So no. Okay? Thank you for the super chat, True and Blue. But GABOR, Rachel cheated on him. We're gonna talk about it. Thank you for the super chat, True and Blue. Thank you for the super chat, Desiree. She said he got some nerve pressing her for a baby when he's sitting here with the see-through hairline. And the hairline looked like it was blowing in the wind because it looked thick at some point of the day, and then sometimes it looked like, you know, I guess the motherfucker was melting off a little bit. It didn't melt on its way. I don't know where it went, but it was there a little bit. It looked a little dark, and then you know what I'm saying. You want me to have a baby to inherit this hairline? I don't want to tear the man down, y'all. I'm just saying, get him off my street. I blame you, Boz. Get him off my line. Get him off my line. What a spray? What a Beijing at? We need some better Beijing. Okay. Then we get Rachel. Baby, it's the last day in the Hamptons. Child, I don't get it. Okay. So it's the last night in the Hamptons. What's my picture of Rachel, child? Boz, I don't want to see Keely next year. See, I'm serious. Okay. All that Bravo Con taking pictures and shit with everybody and tagging them in for girl. Anyway. So it's Rachel last night in the Hamptons, and she thanks Kyle and Dorit for coming. And she said that she brought them there because it was a year to the day that she knew that her marriage was broken. Okay, she said that she was working in the Hamptons at Brian Atwood's birthday party, and Roger basically called her and told her that he had an affair. She said that she knew it was over. She got on the ground and she was crying. She told him that she was done, and she said that she felt like that he forced her hand. Okay, she said the type of marriage that they had, she never looked at his phone. She never thought about it. She said they always had trust, and when that's broken, there's no coming back. Okay, she said that she feels like that he wanted to hurt her and wanted to see if she cared. But since he did that, she said she can't unknow it, she can't unsee it, and so she couldn't move forward. Okay, she said that she felt like that, you know, he was a secure man into the last 6 to 7 years of their marriage. She said when they first got together, he was an investment banker, and he would just let her go and be, and she did. Let her. Yeah, let me, because I respect my husband. Who said that? Let me go to the channel who said that, okay? She said that she was around all of these celebrities, okay? But then she said this. She said that she was around all of these models and high-profile men, and she said that this one time she met this model, and he was the hottest guy that she ever seen. And she said she ended up, you got it there, it's hot. Yeah, it was Portia. Okay, right, Miss, it was Portia. It was Portia. Okay. She said that she met a model, and he was the hottest guy that she ever seen, and that she cheated on him. 4 years into their relationship, she cheated on him. And then she said that she ended up telling Roger that she cheated.
You did what?
You did what? You did what? Maybe because it's what I saw growing up. But there is no way I'm going to tell a nigga that I cheated on him. There is no way I'm going to tell a nigga. There's no way I'm going to tell on myself. I don't care what happened. Right? Even if the nigga catch me cheating, he could walk up in the house and catch me cheating. I'm going to tell the nigga that I was drugged or I was under the influence. You know what I'm saying? I will die. I would die before I confess to a nigga that I cheated. I would die. Oh, but he would never get. Baby, they would never get me able to. I'm never going to admit that. I don't understand. But see, everybody can't do it. That's why you shouldn't be. That's what Lauryn Hill say. Don't be a hard rock when you really watch him, baby girl. You couldn't handle it. You couldn't sit on your chest with it. You can sit on your chest with it. Okay. So she said the day after she told him that he proposed to her. What kind of cuck shit is that? He proposed to her. And the funny thing is, I think that is funny because he told her that he cheated. She told him that she cheated and he proposed. But when he told her he cheated, she couldn't go forward with the relationship. The relationship was done, so she couldn't go forward, right? So what I think that she's not saying, and I hope we get to at the reunion, I think that he probably told her that he was having an affair. Because you know what I'm saying? I think that he probably told her that he was having an affair and he was sleeping with somebody or he was like in an active relationship with somebody else, and she must have left the relationship because I just can't see. Well, I mean, but you do stuff to me I can't do. You know what I'm saying? It's up to her, but I don't know. She said she saw something. I think it's one of those relationships where he was always dealing with other women. That's why he didn't care. She just didn't think that he would leave and start doing it in the open. I think that he told her he was having a baby. Oh, an affair and a one-night stand is totally different. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think that he probably told her that he was having an affair. Let's talk about the husband. Because she's the breadwinner. He's the kept man. She said that he was an investment banker. Oh my God, yes, my travel data is finally working. I'm at the pool in Mexico, y'all. I'm so glad I don't have to miss this. This is all I want to do. Oh, thank you, Nene. Emotional attachment. No, he don't like women. Oh, Georgia Peach. I don't think so. They have been together for too long. They've been together for 30. I'm only 37 years old. They've been together for 34 years. That's crazy. He started working for her company. Yes, he did. He did start working for her company. Y'all didn't watch her old show? No, he has money. And so, that was the episode. Rachel's mother was low-key telling her we don't bash him in public. Shit, he in public with his new bitch. Why not? If he in public with his new bitch. Okay? But y'all, that was the episode. I really do not like the way that Kyle is policing whatever Dorit has to say about PK. To me, I don't think that is any of Kyle's business. Okay? Dorit, you've been on this show for 10 years. For 9 or 10 years. Okay? You've been on this show long enough to know that you need to call the bank before you go shopping. That's what y'all do. Especially if you're trying to go and shop till you drop. And why didn't you wear any of the outfits that you bought when you went to dinner or to meet the parents? Okay? Dorit needs to cuss Kyle out again. Oh, baby, I will be over there meeting with Morgan. Are you uncomfortable with the relationship? Because she told us that you're uncomfortable with the relationship. Kyle is out of line. Okay? And y'all, this girl said that she went and told that man that she cheated on him. And then she said on the after show that she was in New York with her husband, Karma. She was in New York with her husband, and she said that she saw the man that she cheated on her husband with her husband. Okay? Heard the man say her name, turned around, and there he was right there while she was with her husband. Okay? Dorit returned most of the clothes. Dorit blacked out in the store and overspent. My friend's parents had the nerve to have her ex. My friend's parent had the nerve to have her ex and his new girlfriend over the Sunday dinner. I couldn't believe it when she told me. I went to see if it was true. It was. Oh, wow. But, some parents, I think that you probably, listen, EHC Bunny, you can't get mad when you bring people around the family and y'all been together for a long time and they started having these relationships with the person. Right? But I do think that you have to tell your family member, I'm uncomfortable with you bringing this person around, or at least with me around. Right? I think that, she probably needs to tell her mama that. Yeah, girl, I know that you think that's your son, girl, but me and that nigga is done. I'm your child. You gave birth to me. Kyle's dealing with someone's Morgan age still gives me the ick. It's always look at her funny. Well, she said on the they were basically talking on the after show. And she said that she couldn't see herself being with nobody that was older than her. She doesn't see herself older. She said that she sees herself as 25. That's what Kyle said. I think she said 25 or 29. She still sees herself at 25 or 29.
What kind of bullshit is that?
How do you see yourself at 25 or 29 when Alexia is 30 and Farrah is 37? You know what I'm saying? Now, I can at least see if you said that you seen yourself at 38, at least give yourself that you had Farrah at 1 year old. You get what I'm saying? But to say that you see yourself at 25 or 29, at 25 or 29, I forget the exact number. But even if we're going to go 25, I believe Sophia is 25. I believe Sophia is 25. And you know what I noticed? Let me tell y'all what I noticed. Okay. I noticed the vocabulary that white women use and black women use. I noticed it because when black women say, they say I was a what do they say? Yeah, wait a minute. If Kyle said something in the after show, and I was like, oh wow, that's so funny the way that she worded it because they don't use the same thing for black women. But it was something with her being a mother at 19, and she said, I want to say that they said that she was a teenage mother. She's a teenage mother, but Kyle said I was a mom at 19. You get what I'm saying? It's so different. They say with black people, they say teenage mother, but Kyle was like, yeah, because I was a mom at 19. You know, she made it sound so, the way that she said it was so, I was like, oh girl, you was a teenage mother? I was a mom at 19. I was a mom, and she stretched out the mom. It made it seem like so demure, you know? She was no, she actually was married though. Kyle was married. She was married to Farrah's daddy. She was married to Farrah's daddy. That's how they said I was a young mother. You know. Well, she was married, child bride. She got pregnant at 18. Come on, teen moms, right? Mom at 19, a teen mom. Lord, I think Kyle was married. She was married. She was married. It gets me every time the boy starts whispering his little boy. She was. So was Solange. Yeah, Solange was married too. You was about no, she was married. Now it probably was a shotgun wedding. I told you my cousin had a shotgun wedding, baby. Baby, that wedding was so shotgun, baby. I couldn't even make it home. Wedding was so shotgun. I talked to my mama today. I said, where you come? She said, I just came from the church. I said, what happened at the church on a Saturday? She said, so and so got married. I said, I didn't even know she was engaged. She said, me neither. I said, her cousin said, bitch, get to the church. Get to the church, baby. They get married. My mom didn't have enough time to come and call me about it, baby. I say, child. But you know, her mama is real. You know, I believe that her mama put her up to it to get married real early because her mama is the one who be at the Thanksgiving dinners and stuff, praying for 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So everybody be ready to eat and stuff. You know, be like, is she serious? Her mama is really that. Her mama is really that. Mm-hmm. When my brother graduated college, he needed an internship, and so she was telling my brother, "Well, you know, I'll write you a reference or whatever, but you're gonna have to come over to my job and work because you know I don't lie. You know I don't lie." She made your daughter lie and say that she wanted to take that man to be her awfully, you know what I'm saying, her lawfully wedded husband, child. You made your daughter lie in front of the whole congregation, child, because they ain't even married. They're not even married no more. So what was the point of the shotgun wedding? What was the point of the shotgun wedding? Because she was lying and you knew it was a lie. It was about appearances. Y'all ain't seen the nigga since. All right? But y'all, that's all I got. Listen, I am really enjoying Beverly Hills. Y'all say it ain't good. I love it. These are my girls. Okay? Let me see. Anything else I want to talk about? Let me see. I went to my parents' wedding when I was 8 months old. My mom had me at 19. It was scandalous. Shipped me so grandma's in Memphis until the wedding. What? That's what they used to do back in the day. Rob J in the city. That's what they used to do. Okay, sent you to the South. You had it right awfully. So the child is in the back. No, the child, girl. So what? Okay, so the child is in a bastard. What is the child now? He's a part of a broken home now. Whatever y'all want to call him. What Dr. Cheyenne Bryan call him? What Dr. Cheyenne Bryan call the homes when the mommy and daddy ain't together no more? Child, Kyle thought that she was getting a Yolanda's baby daddy. Watch Kenya's live. I wish I would. I'm gonna go over there and see what she's talking about. Did she really? Now I saw what Brittany replied, but when I saw Kenya's statement about going live on Sunday, I didn't see Kenya right on there about run-in with Britt Edie. So when I was swiping, I saw something on one of the Bravo Shade Room or something like that of Brittany's reply, and she said that she didn't run to Kenya, but I didn't see that when Kenya made her statement that she was going live on Sunday. So I think that nowadays people be being messy. people be being messy. I saw Candy on Twitter. She was saying that she had heard somebody using her voice saying some stuff about Todd and getting a divorce. And so I don't, maybe Kenya did write that, but when I saw Kenya make her statement, I didn't see her say anything about a run-in with Reed. So I don't know if that's true. Remember when Phaedra gave birth to a full-term baby at 25 weeks? Yes, she did. Yes, she did. The boy starts whispering again. Rather have a man that live in peace. DW, my dad is a pedo too. That's my answer. My mom was like 19 and he was 40-something. My God. And my parents stayed married for over 46 years until my dad passed. Kenya said that she had an encounter with Britt. She said that? Okay. Oh, my girl, Kenya Putin. Britt withdrew the lawsuit. I heard that they said that she withdrew and put it, I got to go look and see. She did and Britt withdrew the case. That's what I heard. I don't know. Okay. But y'all, that's all I got right now, y'all. Thank y'all so much for clicking on the video, y'all. I really appreciate the love and support. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Adios.